So this video is a little bit late, but hey, happy Father's Day or Father's Month if we're kind of doing that thing. And with that being said, I wanted to talk about the top 5 comic book dads. Number 5, Batman. That's right, I said it. Why? Because he's Batman. Nah, for real, Batman is actually a good dad when he ain't tripping out. I mean, yeah, he fights with his kids and stuff, and they get attitudes, but Batman has been one of the most understanding parents of all time. Jason Todd came back from the grave just to give Bat straight hands, and Batman still wanted to help him. Dick Grayson been quitting, been getting in trouble. If Dick Grayson is in danger, the first one there is Batman. Tim Drake, he got adopted by Batman when he lost his father. Damian Wayne, who is an annoying spoiled brat sometimes. Even Batman, when Damian was getting on his nerves, Batman still stood by him and still took care of the boy and still understood the boy when the boy was lying to him and all of that stuff. Like, I know a lot of people say Batman is crazy and they have that whole argument about biners, but I truly think that Batman is a really good comic book dad. And just a little side note before we jump into the next dad, they live in Gotham. Kids in Gotham are always in danger. The Joker and Riddler and Bane and them, they're always blowing stuff up. I mean, if I was a Gothamite, I would love to have kids around me. I would love my kids to be able to kick ass if I was a Gothamite. Seriously. Plus, that skill set and that resume, are you kidding me? I would love to be trained by Batman, seriously. Why, you ask? Because he is Batman. Number 4, Jim Gordon. Okay, so Jim is a super cop, that helps, right? Okay, he's not a costume superhero, but he's a really good cop. Some would say an example of what cops should be, but maybe that's just me, I'm just saying. But as a dad, this man is awesome. He'll fight Batman for his kids. He don't care. All that time he spends fighting crime only to raise a daughter who would be Oracle? And he's got a dope sense of justice, and she never has a complaint about her father, even though her father's always dealing with maniacs? That takes some special fatherhoodness. Seriously, Jim Gordon is one of the best dads in comic books, no cap. Okay, I mean, there's his son, but that was a misfire, and I don't even think that was Jim Gordon's fault. You know, I mean, Jim Gordon tried, and he really tried. So yeah, man, Jim Gordon, top dude, top dad, and happy Father's Day, Jim. Number 3, Spider-Man. I know this technically does not count because Marvel keeps changing the damn universes all the goddamn time, but for a time when Pete was married to the perfect girl for him, Mary Jane, yeah, I said it on the internet, I said it. Gwen, get the out of here. Black Cat, get the out of here. They have a daughter, and it was cool to see Spider-Man develop this family dynamic and be a dad, and a really good dad at that. I mean, he had to manage being a superhero, he had to manage his job, but like a lot of things in Spider-Man's life, even though it was chaotic, he seemed to find a good balance. That's like one of the aspects of Peter Parker that made him so good and so relatable, and he applied it to family life. And I mean, a lot of dads can relate to that, where life is chaotic, you got a lot of things to deal with, you got a lot of emotions to manage, but if you're a good dad, you still take care of your family, and you still raise your children right, and Peter was doing that in this comic book. Check it out if you're a longtime Spider-Man fan. Renew Your Vows, it's a really good book. Meister Geek approved. Number 2, Luke Cage. So Luke Cage is a badass dad. This dude can punch Namor in one panel and go play with his kid in another. Luke Cage loves his daughter to death. And like, there was a story where his daughter got kidnapped, and woo, did Luke Cage raise some hell to get his daughter back. Luke Cage loves his daughter to death. He loves his daughter, loves his wife Jessica Jones. I think they're still married in the comic books. It's a really good relationship, and you really get to see how cool of a dad he is. I mean, he can flash angry faces, but at the end of the day, when Danielle needs a hug, when Danielle needs to cuddle, when Danielle needs to feel like she needs to be safe, Luke Cage is gonna do that for her. Luke Cage, great dad, awesome guy, underrated character. Well, not underrated anymore since the Netflix thing, but I'm just saying in general, a really solid stand-up dude. P.S. I would fight 10 Dooms before I ever try and change a diaper. So, hey, Luke, you got it, fam. Number 1, Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning. Jefferson Pierce is a beast as a dad. I mean, first off, round of applause for Jefferson Pierce as a principal. I mean, for real, he's so badass as a dad. He dads other kids besides his own. He takes care of the city, and his daughters are still being raised right. And when his daughter attitudes her way into superheroing, instead of just straight scolding her and trying to scare her, he trains her and helps her master her powers. So big up for Black Lightning, man. You super dad, you. I can't say enough about the Jefferson Pierce character. I mean, really, he's open-minded, he's caring, he's stern, but he still understands and respects his daughter's opinions. He really walks that fine line as a dad. And if you watch his show or you read his comic books, you really see him do that. And you really see how he allows his daughters to come into their own as superheroes and as women and as people. It's great to see, man. So big ups to Jefferson Pierce. Happy Father's Day to you. So that's my list, guys. Top 5 comic book dads. Comment down below if there's some comic book dads you think I missed, or if there's some comic book dads you want to shout out and all of that stuff. Let's give the comic book dads some love during this Father's Month or Father's Day, or however you're classifying this whole thing. And yeah, man, let's put out those images. I really think these are positive images to have. And yeah, let me know if there's a father that I missed. But look at that, you made it to the end of the video. You are fantastic. So if you really like this video, I got another one on screen right now. I got a playlist on screen right now, and you can click on my icon to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe. Ring that bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video, because Meister Man's gotta be out. Peace.